Welcome back guys. A month ago I covered Huutaii's NRSS mod for Elden Ring Nightreign. It added support for DLAA. The mod was updated a week ago in the form of version 0.9.1. It added support for DLSS 4, upscaling and frame generation along with Nvidia Reflex, FSR 3.1, upscaling and frame generation. In this video, I'll be showing you how to install the mod on my Windows PC that has a Ryzen 5700X 3D processor and an RTX 2070 Super GPU. I'll be combining DLSS 4 upscaler with FSR 3.1 frame generation. We'll also be using Nvidia Reflex. Unfortunately, this build of Huutaii's mod is not free. In order to gain access to this early access build, you need to subscribe to their monthly Patreon. Their monthly subscription costs $3. It's a one-time payment only. You will get access to all of their mods. Huutaiii even updated his mod for Elden Ring, added support for DLSS frame generation and Reflex, so you will get access to that mod as well if you subscribe to their monthly Patreon. I was able to get Optiscaler FSR frame generation working with the previous version of Huutaii's mod, which was free, but it was not compatible with DLAA, and DLSS Upscaler in this game makes the image quality look a bit soft, especially the grass. Personally, I would not recommend using DLSS, better to use DLAA. Older version of Huutaii's mod also does not support Nvidia Reflex. I'll be using a few more mods from Huutaiii to disable Vignette effect and Chromatic Aberration. These mods are free. This is the known issues section for Huutaii's mod. Crashes when changing resolution to higher than your monitor's resolution in borderless screen mode. Now this game's FPS is capped at 60. If you're using a monitor that supports high refresh rates, set the display mode to borderless. If you set the display mode to full screen, after enabling frame generation, FPS will still be capped at 60. Global illumination flickering. Huutaiii is working on a better solution, so the mitigation options similar to what's in NRSS mod aren't implemented at the moment. To reduce this flickering, you can set the in-game global illumination setting to low. For using DLSS frame generation, you need to enable hardware accelerated GPU scheduling setting. This is not required for using FSR frame generation. But if you have an RTX GPU, it's recommended to enable this setting. They have provided instructions on how to disable EAC. I'll cover that in the later part of the video. Okay, just download the mod. Scroll down until you find the attachment section. Download the latest version 0.9.1. Click on it. Now I'll be downloading Huutaii's mod for disabling the in-game Chromatic Aberration post-processing effect. Just scroll down until you find the attachment section. Download all of the files here. This is how we disable the game's easy anti-cheat implementation. Just need to add this launch argument to the game via Steam and need to place this txt file in the game's install directory right next to the game's main exe file. Just click on download all here. It also includes the mod loader. This is the mod for disabling Chromatic Aberration. We'll be using another one of Huutaii's mods, remove Vignette, for disabling the in-game Vignette post-processing effect. Scroll down until you find the attachment section. Click on the .7z link here. Nightreign remove Vignette. Open File Explorer, go to Downloads. Here you will find all of the files that you just downloaded. I have transferred them to another directory. It does not matter. First I'll install Huutaii's NRSS mod. Open its archive file. Copy all of the files and folders present inside this archive file. Need to paste them in the game's install directory. Select the game in your Steam library, right click, manage, click on browse local files. Open game folder, paste everything here. Now Huutaii's mod is compatible with Reshade, but Reshade comes with its own dxci.dll file. So in order to avoid a conflict between Huutaii's mod and Reshade, just change the name of Huutaii's dxci.dll file to D3D12. This is not required if you're not using Reshade. Huutaii's mod supports both file names dxci and D3D12. Now I'll be installing the mod loader for loading, remove Chromatic Aberration and Vignette mods. Open mod loader's archive file. Copy the two files present inside this archive file. Open the game's install directory, game folder, paste them here. Done. Now extract the mods folder present inside remove Chromatic Aberration and Vignette archive files. Open remove Chromatic Aberration archive file. Copy this mods folder. Go back, paste. Do the same thing for remove Vignette archive file. Mods folder, copy, paste. This folder should contain these DLL files, remove Vignette and remove Chromatic Aberration. Go back, copy, Open the game's installed directory. Open game folder, paste the folder here. The mod comes with an older version of DLSS Upscaler, version 310.2.1. I'll manually update it to the latest one, 310.3.0. You can download it from Tech Power Off's website. Click on download here. Click on any of these servers, the download will start. Now I'll update the mod's DLSS Upscaler. Open the Upscaler's archive file. Copy this DLL file, nvngx_DLSS. Open the games installed directory. Open game folder. Open NRSS folder. Open bin folder. Replace the older version of DLSS with the latest version. That's it. Just need to set the render preset to K in order to activate the transformer model of DLSS 4. I'll be verifying these details using DLSS debug overlay. We'll activate the overlay by executing this registry code provided by Emos. Just copy the lines. Create a new text file anywhere on your PC. Name it anything you want. I'll just name it as overlay. Change the extension from .txt to .reg. Hit enter. Yes. Select the file, right click, open with notepad. Paste the lines here. Click on file, click on save, close. If you want to disable DLSS debug overlay, just replace the number 4 here with 0. Click on file, save, close and run this registry file. I'll revert the change as I want to enable the DLSS debug overlay. Right click, open. Click on yes. Okay. Now I'll show you how to disable the game's easy anti-cheat implementation. Just copy this txt file, steam_app id. Paste it in the game's install directory, right next to the game's main exe file. Now we need to add a launch argument to the game. This one I'll provide in the description of the video. Copy. Select the game in your Steam library. Click on the settings cog here, properties, general, launch options, add the line of text. You won't be able to play the game in online mode now. The game will now run in offline mode. Now I'll just enable hardware accelerated GPU scheduling setting. Right click anywhere on the desktop, click on display settings, click on graphics, click on advanced graphics settings. From here enable hardware accelerated GPU scheduling setting. If your monitor supports VRA, enable the setting as well. Now I'll enable VSYNC from Nvidia control panel. Click on manage 3D settings, click on program settings. From this drop down bar select Elden Nightreign. Scroll down to the end, enable VSYNC from here. My monitor is G-Sync compatible. I'll enable the corresponding settings for it. Enable G-Sync compatible, enable for full screen mode, enable settings for the selected display model. I'll also enable G-Sync compatible indicator. This step is optional. Click on settings and check this setting, G-Sync compatible indicator. We are ready to run the game. Play. Game started. It's in offline mode, latest version of the game. If you try to log in, you will see this error message, a connection error occurred. This is exactly what we wanted. Open Huutaiii Mod menu by pressing the end keyboard key. You can see its prompt at the top of the display. There is the mod. Frame generation, it's set to none. Just set it to AMD FSR frame generation. If you have an RTX 20 or 30 series GPU, 40 and 50 series GPU owners should be seeing DLSS frame generation option here. Super resolution, I'll select DLSS. Mod supports FSR. Using the Upscaler's DLAA preset. Following presets are supported: quality, balance, performance, ultra performance. Want the best image quality. Render preset, just leave it to default. Reflex on. Reflex FPS limit, just set it to 240. Max value. Offset screen edges, enable the setting. See its description here. Crop the image by 1 pixel on each side to reduce artifacts near the edges of the screen. Mod even supports HDR. My monitor does not support it, so I have not enabled this setting. With HDR enabled, just run the game in borderless full screen mode. I'll show you the game settings. Graphics, display mode, borderless windowed, full HD resolution, auto detect settings off, advanced setting. You need to make sure that anti-aliasing quality is set to high. Disable post-processing effects like depth of field, motion blur. Rest of the settings I have set them to high except for global illumination quality, set it to low. Now just restart the game to apply the mod settings. There's a character. It's the first day. I'm about to land. Yeah, FPS is close to 100. Can observe the added amount of smoothness. Mod is working very nicely, and look at the image quality. So clean, so sharp. This is DLAA. Grass plates are rendered properly. Check out the DLSS debug overlay in the bottom left corner. Render preset used is K, version of the upscaler 310.3.0. Base resolution close to full HD, upscale to full HD resolution. This is DLAA. DLSS auto exposure setting is on by default. And this setting helps in reducing ghosting around the objects in the environment. Oh no, I'm dying. The setting also fixes texture shimmering effect produced by shiny objects like armors in this game. Respawn. Game's interface is not flickering, only DLSS debug overlay is flickering. As expected, it's not part of the game's interface. After verifying the upscaler's details, you can just disable it. Almost died there. Okay, now I'll test DLSS Upscaler. Open the mod menu. Click on the drop down bar next to quality mode. Select quality here. Resume the game. And now the image quality is looking a bit soft, especially the grass blades. Base resolution dropped to around 720p. You can verify this via DLSS debug overlay. I would not recommend using DLSS Upscaler in this game. We cannot change its sharpness level via the mod menu. Better to just use DLAA. It's completely up to you. Quality mode, DLAA. Now the image quality is looking considerably better than DLSS Upscaler's quality preset as expected. Before ending the video, I'll show you how to disable DLSS debug overlay. Just edit the overlay.reg file that we created earlier. Right click, open with notepad. Replace the number 4 here with 0. Click on file, click on save, close, run this registry file. Click on yes. Okay, that's it for the video guys. I hope you find it useful. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.